Yeah, it was tough. I think that we've gone through a lot as an organization over 40 years, and when you have experience in those things, you realize that what would that person want, and try to fulfill that. And Jon would want us to be here racing, and would want us to. I don't even think he'd want us to honor him. He'd want us to not say his name at all. He wants to go under the radar and be on this kind of unsung hero, I guess. But there's no other way to do it any other way for a great like him. And but yeah, I think we've just sometimes it's therapeutic, but it's also not really an option either. And like you mentioned, and so you just try to learn from it and grow from it, and bond together as an organization, as a team together, and I think that's what Jon's going to do in this case for us. Yeah, that.
Larson, when he was in here yesterday, called to mind a trip that Jon took with them after the 2021 championship in Dubai that he found particularly meaningful. You worked with Jon longer than anybody. What stood out to you about him in his time with you, and then later his time with Kyle at Hendrick Motorsports? Yeah,
I mean, I was in here earlier in talking about this, but you know what? I mean, worked with Jon for a long time, but. He just had, and I think, honestly, I feel like, and Jon would probably want this to be a broader discussion about just what PR folks do, the dedication that they have, commitment, and this balance they have of connecting a team or a driver with the media, with the fans, with the sponsors, and also allowing them to stay focused on their job, and he was the best, and I get to work with the best, and so did Kyle, and now I think others that he's mentored will get to carry that on, and today we get to carry it on with a win. But yeah, I mean, he loved to travel, and he loved to consume and consume life, and yeah, no, it's just I've really enjoyed this week talking to some folks that I haven't talked to in many years, and Jon just had friends from all different walks of life and loved all forms of motorsports, and just hearing some of those stories and things, maybe some things I didn't know or things I hadn't heard, and same with them with some stories I was telling. So yeah, just lost a great one.
All right, we're going to go to Matt Weaver next.